Hello, friends, and welcome back to Mrs. Karnes and Me. After a very fun stay at the TWA Hotel at the John F. Kennedy Airport in New York, we are up bright and early to catch a flight on Turkish Airlines to our next international adventure to visit countries 40 and 41. Come along for a review of our flight and the Turkish Air Lounge. Thanks so much for joining us. The walk from the TWA Hotel to the AirTrain station at Terminal 5 is short, taking about 5 minutes, unless you're traveling with me, Mrs. Karnes, who keeps stopping to get just one more picture. So you want to be sure you go to all terminals, not to the Howard Beach station and the Jamaica station. That takes you to takes you in town. I'm on the plane, or I'm on the plane train going around, or the air train. They call it the air train here. We're on the air train getting ready to roll.
Getting to 111.
Quiet as I've ever seen this airport. Turkish Airlines is one of the few international flights leaving JFK this early in the morning. This was nice because there were no lines or crowds. The check-in process was easy and quick, and we were the only people going through security. Well, this is the Lufthansa Lounge, not open yet, but that's it. There's the KAL Lounge, not open. There it is. Unfortunately, our flight was being delayed, but much to our delight, we find an open lounge. This is outside the Turkish Lounge, and we're going to get to go in. We didn't think we were going to get to go in, and we didn't think it was open, but it is. So, yay team. That's like a bonus here that we get to do this. I'm so happy. Woohoo! It does say open 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. and then 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. every day. You can get in with your priority pass here even. Woohoo! Excited. Very excited. The Turkish Airlines Lounge in New York JFK is roughly 4,600 square feet, with seating for about 140 guests. The lounge is basically one big room with different seating options. We opted to go to the back of the lounge and find seating near the windows. The sun was just starting to come up, and we had some great views of the apron. We found a self-service buffet that offered a variety of breakfast food options. I was excited to see a few Turkish foods had also been included. And now a word from Mr. Karnes.
So we had a little bit of a surprise when we got to the airport this morning. I did not think the Turkish Air Lounge was going to be open while we were going to be here, but it was open. And they've kept it open past hours because our flight's been delayed. So it's been a very nice place to hang out for a flight delay. It's not a huge lounge, but it's very comfortable, very well done. Food options, hot and cold, coffee, juice, soft drinks, and the Turkish bread that Mrs. Karnes wanted to try, which I don't know the name of. I'll leave the name below. I'm sure we're going to eat it again the next little bit. Oh, by the way, did I tell you we're going to Istanbul? I don't think I did I? So we are flying from JFK to Istanbul on a Turkish Airlines, which is an airline we've always wanted to fly, Airbus A330. There are 28 business class seats in a 222 setup in the front and 284 economy seats in the back in a 242 arrangement. So Mrs. Karnes and I are sharing a couple of seats on the right-hand side of the plane. Fully lie flat, we'll give you a seat review when we get in there. But it is a daytime flight. That's correct. This is the first time that we have flown a daytime flight. It's actually right now 6:50 a.m. Our flight was supposed to have left at about now, actually, and they've delayed it an hour and a half, so we're going to start boarding here at 7:30. But we will fly over through the day rather than the usual get on the plane in the evening flights that you get out of New York and end up in Europe early in the morning. There's a 7-hour time difference between home and Istanbul. So we're actually going to get to Istanbul now about 1:15 a.m. their time. So we're going to fly over, and as soon as we get to the hotel, we'll be able to call it a day, call it a night, get some sleep, and hop up in the morning. So I want to thank you for tagging along with us on this Turkish Air flight review Airbus A330.
It's funny just to see the airport this empty in New York, you know?
Ours is the only flight.
Yeah, it is.
Only flight out right now.
It's really cool. And we have spotted something that is open so that we can get a treat for our flight crew today. Because we want to. Because it's a nice thing to do.
That was Johnny Walker outside.
I saw that.
As you know, Johnny Walker always says, subscribe and like. For several years, we had looked for a way to fly on points with Turkish Airlines, and we're very excited to see our Airbus A330 that would take us to Istanbul.
Have that famous lemonade? Mint lemonade.
So, here, let me put your...
Oh, thank you. Oh, I got red. And you got blue.
Those girls. Today we are flying on a 12-year-old A330 nicknamed Bozici, or Bosphorus in English. Seats are arranged in an older 222 layout. We are seated in 2 Juliet and 2 Kilo for today's 9-hour and 39-minute flight that will transport us almost 5,000 miles to Turkey. This seat layout is great for couples, but might be less desirable for a solo traveler. We found the seats to be very comfortable with 21 inches of width and 61 inches of pitch. The seats came with blankets and pillows, slippers, and his and hers amenity kits. There are no individual air vents and a 15-inch IFE screen with mini TV and movie options. It has USB and power outlets on the inside of the seats. These use European plugs, and we purchased 2 USB-A European outlets for our trip. The IFE is only controlled from the remote, a singular, first world minor inconvenience. Turkish Airlines has a very popular Chef in the Sky option for their flights, and the meal service was a highlight of the flight. Breakfast starter, fruit, cheese and vegetables, a little yogurt, some ham, and some butter. Karnes has ordered herself a what?
It's a pancake with a vanilla sauce. I'm also watching a few videos about a few of the places we will be visiting while in Turkey. Be sure and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss all of our upcoming adventures on this amazing trip.
My entrees and omelets. Finishing off my breakfast with a little Turkish coffee.
There are 8 lavatories on board our aircraft today. Business class has 2 lavatories for the 28 passengers, one in the front of the cabin and one at the back. The lavatories are pretty basic, aside from the excellent molten brown amenities. Turkish Airlines food is in a league all of its own. First, can we talk about these absolutely adorable candles that they passed out? How many times have you ever had a candlelight dinner on an airplane? For us, this was a first. I love the little extra touches like this. This is to keep your bread warm. So you put your bread in that. Butter, another little salt and pepper. Very, very cute. And it's dark outside. That's the moon. Right there. That's the moon. I'm all ready to eat. There's my little bread. Then our food was plated off of a trolley at our seat. We got to choose exactly what we wanted. The crew noticed our enthusiasm, well, they noticed my enthusiasm for this and insisted that I could try a little bit of everything. So, I did. So I just got a taste of everything. Pumpkin soup and all the things. And it smells really, really good. There's a little smoked salmon, caprese, all the things. So this soup is delicious. It's a pumpkin. That little bread thing they gave us, delicious. Really good. They're magnetic.
For my dinner, I've got roasted chicken. Looks like it has a potato au gratin and some asparagus with it. Mrs. Karnes has got
The red snapper. Or what else?
That's
looks like potatoes.
This is a red snapper.
And I don't know what that is.
A little broccolini and some potatoes.
Yep.
Yum, yum.
Having the chocolate souffle and the baklava and a little bit of not Moroccan tea, a little bit of Turkish tea. Looks good. Mr. Karnes is having the caramel ice cream and the Turkish tea as well. The service on our flight was excellent.
Dear passengers, as we are descending, make sure that your hand luggage is stowed in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. Please fasten your seatbelt, put your seat back upright, close your tray table, open your window.
It's turkey.
Come all this way and there's a McDonald's right there in the window.
Ladies and gentlemen and dear children, welcome to Istanbul Airport, meeting point of the world. We hope that you had a pleasant flight. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and do not open the overhead bins. You may use your electronic devices. Please.
Nice big airport. Pretty. I got my bag. It's the very first one. There's only 2 out. Mine's one of them. Woohoo! And we're waiting on that guy. And just like that, we have both of our bags. Success! And there's a Burger King in Istanbul. They're everywhere. I've never seen a hospital inside of an airport ever before, but there is one, Medical Park Hospital, and they're open at 1 a.m. That is crazy. And there is the Istanbul Hotel. Would love to be staying there. That would be cool, but we don't. We aren't. Not this time. There's always next time, though. You can only do one hotel airport on a trip.
It's a little muggy in old Istanbul.
It is. Even at 1 in the morning.
2 in the morning.
Even at 2 in the morning. And this is our ride. Go ahead. Get in, baby. Welcome to Istanbul. We made it. We're here. Thank you so much for watching. And please tune in again next week to see more of our adventures in Istanbul. Serafe, that's cheers in Turkish.